it, yeah.
I got it right there in the notes. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great week. Y'all know I had a great week. This is what I wanted to say before. That's what I said I want to start. My mom is not having a great week. But we're going to make sure that, you know, she feels better and everything, because she had a mishap last weekend, which kind of made me upset. So, again, when y'all seen that video on Sunday, like, I was over about a lot of stuff. But, so yeah, I guess she will camera when she's ready to come back to camera now. But please make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. Also, make sure that you share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you share our videos. Shout out to everybody that retweets the videos and also shares them when we post them to Facebook. On Facebook, we have the Scorpion Show page and my page. Thank you to those that share the videos. If you did not know, this Sunday, October 19th, is the Philadelphia AIDS Walk. It starts at 9 o'clock and it should be over like around October 18th. I keep forgetting the damn date. I can't get that date locked in my head. October 18th, which is this Sunday, starts at 9 and it should be over like around 10:30, 11 o'clock. The walk is very fast. So if you would like to do the AIDS Walk with me, meet me on the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum at 8:30. I'm not going to leave the steps until 9 o'clock. Now listen, if you want to make sure you don't get left, please write me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and let me know that you're going to be doing the walk with me, so that way I can know how many people are expecting to be there. Some people wrote me on Instagram today saying that they would be there. So, you know, after we do the walk, we can walk to somewhere and go get something to eat, and then that will be, you know, the end. And if you are free, if you can't do the walk, I know it's going to be cold, but bundle the hell up and let's get the hell out there and walk. Now, if you're free on Sunday, Mikkel's Church is also having their 91st anniversary at St. Joseph Baptist Church at 54th and Vine. Service starts at 11 a.m. and food will be served afterwards. But don't come there just for the food. Come there to get your blessing first and then eat. Okay? Anything you want to add on to that? So we hope to see y'all both out this Sunday. Also, I will be in LA Halloween weekend. I will be there that Sunday. I want to do a brunch. Nobody wrote me on. That fly is getting on my goddamn nerve. Yeah. That one fly.
Well, let's keep the door because ain't nobody.
Oh my God, that one freaking fly. So I'll be there Halloween weekend, and I want to do a brunch that Sunday. That's November the 1st. Some people wrote me on Instagram about some good breakfast spots. Let me know so I can pick a place so we can go and have a little meet and brunch, you know, get together for that Sunday. So yeah, that's enough of the announcements. Let's get into this video. On Tuesday night was the Democratic debate on CNN, and with Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Jim Webb, Martin O'Malley, and who's the other guy?
Lincoln Chafee, if I'm not mistaken. Lincoln Chafee.
Yeah, that fly has got to go. That fly has got to go. Come on!
Here to go.
Oh my! And then that phone is ringing. Something got to give.
Here to go. Sit down.
Something got to give. We're not doing this today.
Here to go.
There we go. So, see, that's why I need my fly trap back up. Cool, all them goddamn flies.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it happens every time, you know, when it starts to get cold outside, the flies always rushing in somebody's house.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
That's not
well, you know they ain't getting in here, through here. Everything is apart.
I saw the bathroom trapping up here.
Yeah, I don't know where they're coming from.
So it ain't just one fly.
It's them flies flying in here. You know?
That's because they're keeping that door open. That's what it is.
And they're trying to get out of the cold, so they're coming in where it's warm. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just a fly nightmare. Flies. So, what was it? So it was a debate. So, I watched it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be boring, but it was pretty damn good. You know, everybody would just say, oh, they're not going to attack each other. They're going to be so friendly. But they got on each other when it was necessary, and you know, some of them agreed. Hillary was shaking Bernie Sanders' hand when he was saying enough of the Clinton emails. Because, I mean, I understand it's a big thing, but, you know, Republicans like to make this a big time thing about these emails. I'm worrying about other things besides what is in Hillary Clinton's emails. I want to know about the other stuff. I want to know more about the Benghazi situation. I don't want to just be talking about no emails. I want to know what she knew, what she didn't know. That's what I would rather know, or her to discuss, and why. And can we, as the American people, see her as trustworthy and not as a liar? Not about no goddamn emails. But I love how the way they talked on gun control. I didn't really like the Black Lives Matter question because a lot of them ducked it and dodged it. And I think that to say Black Lives Matter, okay, that Facebook, y'all have to change that. Y'all have to change that because it sounds like I'm in an airport. It sounds like I'm in a goddamn airport. Black Lives Matter and do Black Lives Matter, those are two separate situations. When you want to say that all lives matter, including Black lives, let's just say all lives matter when it comes to that. But when it comes to Black Lives Matter is, get that fly, get it. Damn, you missed it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I told you it was two in here.
Shit.
It was two, that's fine.
I'm trying to go outside.
Now we gotta get one out. But let's come on, let's.
So yeah, I'm getting irritated. Yeah, so Black Lives Matter is a movement for black people that's being attacked by these police officers, and we need to make this stop and remind officers that Black Lives Matter. Officers, from the videos that we've seen, they have been treating African Americans different, the way they would treat their own race or other races besides being black. The first thing they're quick to do when they see that you're black is pull out a gun or shoot you and ask questions later without valuing someone's life. And I am mad that no candidate discussed it in that matter except for Bernie Sanders. Like Bernie Sanders, he was on point with his answer. And, you know, Hillary died. Everybody dodged the question. One of them really didn't want to, what was his name? I can't remember who. But he didn't really want to,
Was it Jim Webb? The one
he didn't want to answer it.
10 minutes?
Oh, he's a bitch. He got to go.
Yeah, he's going to go.
I wrote him off, and Lincoln, whatever his name is, he's going to. I wrote them both off because one was just complaining. The other one was just, he just wasn't there for me. And he switched too much, and then when he lied, when he's like, oh, when I came into office, oh, I voted for this because I took it after my dad. I said, what the fuck your dad got to do with you? And you just signing off on shit without reading it?
Because your dad died.
You could have came up with a better lie than that.
Okay. That was a horrible lie.
At least say like, this is what the people were telling me, or this is what I was getting phone calls about at the time. It was 1999. I'm sure they're not going to go back and check that. It was very entertaining for me. How did you feel about it?
The debate was, I actually fell asleep probably about half an hour before it went off. I just was like, all right, you know. Because to me, it just was a lot of, like you said, I think what really threw me off with the debate was the Black Lives Matter. Excuse me. When the question was asked, it was a very simple, straightforward question, and none of them seemed to answer it to my liking, other than Bernie Sanders, like you said. The problem with these candidates, Republicans, and now I see Democrats, is they are trying to, naturally all lives matter, we all know that. But for this particular issue, we're speaking of black lives. Do you feel and agree that black lives matter? Why is it so hard for candidates who are running for president of the United States to say black lives matter? Why is it so hard for them to say that? Naturally, I think the way I just put it, you could have easily said, you know what, Don? All lives matter. Yes, they do. But for these situations that have been going around in this country for the past 2-3 years, longer than that, We need to step forward and say that black lives also matter, because the justice system has been treating black lives as if they don't matter. The corporate world has been treating black lives as if they don't matter. It's not even just people, black men getting shot up by police. It's black men and women getting shot down when they go to a job interview, simply because they're black, or simply because their name sounds ghetto, according to Ravens and Mother. You know what I mean? It's a horrible, horrible thing that's going on in this country. And I would like for a candidate who is running for president to be able to say out of his or her mouth that black lives matter. I really, 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 really want Joe Biden to run, but for some strange reason, it's getting closer and closer to that deadline, to where he, I think by the end of this month, it's going to be too late for him to, sign those papers, fill out those papers, and run. But I would really like, the reason why I want Joe Biden to run, because Joe Biden is one of those straightforward type of guys. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to tell you how it feels. And listen, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Joe Biden, what I get from him is, he is someone that you're not going to get no pussyfooting. You're just going to get, it is what it is. He's not going to do that politics stuff. Bernie Sanders is the same way, as we've seen the other night. He ain't going to do that either. And I like people like that. One of the things I've noticed about, because I was watching CNN yesterday, and they were talking about how Donald Trump, one of the people on there, he was a Republican strategist or whatever, he was saying how Donald Trump was the star of the Democratic debate.
How?
Well, you have to listen to what I'm going to say. Not because Donald Trump was mentioned, or but because during the debate Donald Trump was tweeting, and he was I guess he said that he was retweeting more of the comments than actually doing the tweeting. And he said that Donald Trump, during the Democratic debate, gained over 127,000 new followers on Twitter to Hillary Clinton's 25,000 new followers on social media. Which goes to show you that Donald Trump, no matter how you feel about him, is a very, very polarizing figure. Okay? One thing that I like about Donald Trump, one of the things that I like about him, of course I don't want him to be president, but one of the things I like about him is Donald Trump, whether you like what he says or not, he ain't afraid to say it. He's going to say how he feels. And I wish that some of these other candidates were a little bit more like him. This is why Donald Trump is surging in the polls, because people are looking to this man who's just not afraid to say how he feels. Donald Trump is saying what a lot of those Americans who are voting for him are saying behind closed doors. And because they don't want to say it openly, because they don't want to seem like they're bigoted or racist, they got somebody who's willing to say it for them. And so they're loving it. They're loving that they got somebody who's saying that these Mexicans need to stay in Mexico, and they need to this, and we need to build this. They're loving that, and they're getting a life from that. I wish we had somebody like that on the Democratic side. Not a derogatory candidate, but a candidate who just speaks their mind in a truthful way, and you say, you know what, I like. And then another thing, Donald Trump is somebody that, he don't read no teleprompter. He's somebody like a Jocelyn Hernandez. You can't script him. You just can't script a Donald Trump. You can't script him at all. And that is something, Donald Trump, believe it or not, he's going to be in this race for a good while. He's going to be in this race for a good while, until something big happens that it's going to be like, bye-bye Donald. Do I believe that he'll be the Republican nominee? No, I don't believe he'll be the Republican nominee. But I think all those other Republicans should take a note from out of his notebook when it comes to handling the media. That's another thing. Donald Trump is not afraid to talk to the media. He's not afraid to talk to men at all. He sees the cameras, he's running straight to the cameras to talk to them. And that's what people like. They like somebody who's not afraid to talk to them. They like a candidate who's going to speak his or her mind. They like that. They don't like somebody who says, well, this, that, and the third, and let me get back. No, they want somebody who's going to be honest and truthful with them. Donald Trump's like, fuck that teleprompter. Look, this is how I feel. You don't like it, so what? Who cares?
It's just all a bunch of attention for Donald Trump.
It is all of a bunch of attention.
It's just a game.
It's a bunch of attention for Donald Trump. It is a game, but it's working. Donald Trump is leading the polls all of these other politicians. Donald Trump is not even a politician, but yet he's leading over these politicians. So what does that tell them? If this man who's not even a politician is leading, then maybe you should take a hint. Maybe you should be a little bit more, I'm not saying being ignorant like Donald Trump, but I mean you should be a little bit more straightforward like he is.
I think people should be straightforward, but when it comes to how he feel about a lot of things, he will never be president.
No, he won't be. He will never be president.
He won't be. I just think that this is all just. It's just all a big game. That's just how I feel about it. And yes, I think you should be straightforward and mean what you say, but he's just ignorant. Well, and why is he leading? I don't know. They haven't asked me. I don't think any of us have been ever polled on who are we voting for. So I don't know.
No, but they're not polling us because we're not voting for him. They're polling people who are Republicans. Why? These are Republican polls that they're doing.
I think at this point Republicans are desperate to get anybody in the
White House
that's Republican.
Of course they are.
And he is not going to win. And he's not. It's nothing presidential about him. When you watch this debate with the Democrats, that was presidential from Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. I like the Martin O'Malley guy, but he has too many.
I don't see presidential in Bernie Sanders.
He has too many. That's just your opinion.
Yeah.
But he has too many. He doesn't seem trustworthy to me when I watched him, and I didn't like some of the things that he was saying. But I found him likable. The other two guys, that Jim Webb, you kept complaining. Oh, if they give me time to talk, bitch, chime in. Something Martin O'Malley did was he chimed in even when he wasn't even part of the question. And that's how you get noticed, because you have something to say. Not when it's your time to speak. Oh, because I'm only giving 30 seconds. Come on, man, speak. Say what's on your mind. But Donald Trump, he's just an entertainer in this thing, and he's leading. But it's only going to take him so far.
Yeah.
But until then, Donald Trump enjoys the ride until the wheels fall off.
Right.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
But listen to what I'm saying, y'all. This man is doing something that is. Donald Trump is 38% in the polls. You know who comes in after Donald Trump?
The black guy.
Ben Carson.
Yeah.
You know where he's at in the polls?
Like 29%, right?
18%.
What
38
that?
to 18. CNN just did it last night. 38 to 18.
So this CNN's poll.
Yes, but what I'm saying is,
too many different damn polls.
Yeah, well, there's always going to be too many different. Everybody has a poll. The Washington Post has a poll. The New York Times has a poll. Everybody has a poll. But what I'm saying is, Donald Trump is leading in all of these polls. I'm not disputing the fact that he's an entertainer and that he's ignorant. I'm not saying that he isn't at all. We all know he's ignorant. We all know he's an entertainer. But what I'm saying is, he's doing something that the rest of them aren't, and that's why people are paying attention to him. That's why he's leading in the polls. Not only that he's being boisterous and speaking his mind, but he's actually talking. He's talking and people are listening. These other candidates, half the time you can't even remember some of their names. You're like, wait, who? They're running for president? Because they're not making any type of splash. Like, you have to make a splash. You have to make a splash in order to be noticed in this game. And at this time, Donald Trump wants to be noticed now, because this is the time where in a few months they're going to be doing early elections in certain states. And so, Donald Trump, he wants to become the nominee. And so Jeb Bush, for Jeb Bush to be
forgotten about.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making. Someone like Jeb Bush should never be trailing so far behind Donald Trump and Ben Carson. Like Jeb Bush, your name is a name that everyone should be talking about. Your father was president. Your brother was president. You were governor of the state of Florida. Like, come on. And you're trailing behind Donald Trump?
You know what? I really think that this is all a setup for the Democrats to get this White House. It's something in my mind that.
But who's setting up who?
It's somebody. I really think somebody is paying Donald Trump to do this, to act like this.
No, he's not.
I really just listen. I just think this. I think it's somebody paying him to do this, to just be this way, because the Democrats are going to get this White House. I don't know who. It could be Hillary. It could be Bernie. The way the people reacted to Bernie and Hillary, it was crazy. It's going to be a dead heat between them two if Joe Biden don't jump in this.
But you know what's so funny? Because Donald Trump has said, and people have found out, since this race has started, he's like, I haven't had to pay for any type of anything. Why? Because the media is coming to me now. And so therefore, I don't have to put out any type of ads, because That is my. I'm speaking and I'm talking to the media because they're coming to me. They're not even worried about the other people. I'm telling you, all you other candidates out there on the Republican side, y'all need to step your game up because 2 months from now,
It's too late for them.
No, it's not too late. It's still early. It's not too late. We haven't even come to the Iowa caucus and all that yet, so it's not too late. You need to step your game up. You really need to step your game up because what's going to happen is y'all going to be embarrassed because what's going to happen, Donald Trump is going to somehow, be eliminated from this race, and then y'all going to be scrambling trying to get behind a candidate that you really don't want to support. Don't have me remind you guys of 2012 when Mitt Romney, I said on this show a year before that Mitt Romney would be the nominee, and he became the nominee. But we all later found out that the Republicans really didn't want Mitt Romney to be the nominee. They really wasn't backing him like that because there was a lot of issues that he had did and a lot of things that he had done in the past that was more leaning a liberal side than a Republican side. Like, for instance, this Lincoln Chafee guy. You're never going to be a Democratic nominee. You were just a Republican a few months ago.
Mm-hmm. They question him about that flip-flop and shit. He's just...
You know what I mean? Like, you guys have to get it together. Because once Donald Trump is gone, the Republican Party is going to be scrambling to try to get a candidate. And it's going to be a candidate that they really don't want, but they're going to have to support because... that's what you do. You save face and you support who's there even though you don't really care for the nominee. So I need y'all to get it together. I really want Joe Biden to win because I think Joe Biden would bring a little more to this race than just Bernie and Hillary. Because truth be told, the other three can just forget it. They can just forget it. They really can just forget it. It seems so weird watching the debate last night because it's like, why are the other three up here?
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't that bad, though.
No, it wasn't that bad.
When they talked about that gun control, when they also discussed gun control, I do think that there is something that should be done about it. Like, I get tired of people bringing up, oh, he voted for this back in this time, and they did that. Times change. Every several years, your mind changes. Oh, it was fine this time. But now that you're wiser, no, I shouldn't have done that. Or I shouldn't have voted for this. It doesn't matter what somebody is voting for back then. And then the first thing they want to call you, oh, you're a flip-flopper. Oh, you're a flip-flopper because you do this. Oh, you're a flip-flopper because... that shit gets boring. I do want somebody or a president to come up with something for gun control. No, nobody is saying everybody get rid of guns. But the way you get a gun... there should be stricter laws on how to obtain a gun. I do believe that because anybody can get, any crazy person can go get a gun without being evaluated, and they shoot up a school or try to shoot up the White House or just try to shoot up the mall. Bitch, you go to work, they shooting you at your job. Anywhere you go, you're getting shot at now. They shooting at you on the motherfucking highways. At church. And you don't think something should be done? And want to say, oh, if you had a gun, this wouldn't happen. You can have a gun on you and still get your head blown off.
I don't understand when people say that. We should arm the teachers. Why? So it could be a full-blown shootout in the classroom?
And the teachers don't need no goddamn gun in the classroom. And sneaky as these kids is to crack the motherfucking code, then shoot one of the students. Oh, well, you know.
The teacher wouldn't have
yeah, now it's the teacher's fault because somebody got shot. But excuse me, they cracked the motherfucking code. These kids bad as hell. Shit, they already think they're cool with the teacher because they having lunch with her in the room.
But they sleeping with her.
Or the teacher letting them have sex in the classroom, in the classroom. And we've heard all of those stories before. So don't act like
right here in the city.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, even here.
Nah, not here. You try.
No, I'm talking about Lincoln University. I'm saying Philly. It has happened in Philly. They did it in Martin Luther King High School.
Yes, I've heard about it everywhere. Everywhere.
They doing it.
Them gym locker rooms, what you think they doing in there?
And
the coach
right there, you're watching.
Okay, you are nasty. RushCard users. Bitch! First of all, why are you signing up for the RushCard and not with your local bank? I don't get that at all.
What's his name? Russell Simmons?
You let Russell Simmons talk to you when you get in a RushCard.
He's not going to talk me into anything.
No. Now listen, Just because you get direct deposit, you can get the direct deposit at your bank. Would you happen? No. Never. But what they say for that hush money, you never know. But they say one of the Republicans paid $3 million hush money. Bitch, give me some hush money. I won't tell shit for $3 million. You could give me a little bit less. Especially if it's more than one. Russell Simmons is paid. Listen, for all those that got a RushCard, child.
Because we don't have it.
Because we don't have it.
No,
Everybody's RushCard balance is 0, and it's been down since Monday. People got phone bills, gas bill, water bill, cable bill, electric bill, internet bill. All these bills out here, some people want to go take their date on a date, and they can't because they have no money on their RushCards. It's just, and then when you try to call, you don't get an answer. You send an email, you don't get nothing. It got so bad to where Russell Simmons had to make a video explaining to everybody that he's sorry about the RushCards getting shut down. And we see these commercials all the time with prepaid debit cards saying, "Oh, because you don't want your bank to you're tired of paying all this extra money when your account go into overdraft." One of my accounts went into a goddamn overdraft because I thought I paid something with one card, and it came out the other account, and I don't never use that bank. And they was like, "Bitch, yes," and I have to call them after this video. But to prevent things like that, I don't need no prepaid debit cards for that, because the situations like this, and you don't know which bank got your money and who's doing what, where.
No.
And how can you get? Do you even get like? I don't know what's the word called when you get the. Do you get interest and everything with your? No, I don't think so. So I wouldn't use the RushCard, but I feel sorry for people that do use the RushCard. They're Russell Simmons fans, or they found somebody, to put their money on the card and think it was okay. It's not okay. I feel sorry for y'all. But when your cards get back on, what you do is you take all of your money out of them RushCards accounts and go to your bank and go get a damn bank card and get direct deposit and get a checkbook to keep your money in your account safe. Because I've never heard of a bank shutting down and losing their money and then go days without contacting you and letting you know what's going on.
Well, it happened during the Great Depression.
Shit, but that was 100 years ago with the 1920s?
That's not
1930s?
It actually happened 86 years ago. October 1929.
Bitch, that was damn near 100 years ago.
100 years ago is 1950.
Alright, because I don't want to make nobody that's watch our show old feel old. Don't do it, girl. You ran it off this 90 years ago.
Which isn't 100. But anyway,
yeah.
I get your point. It was a long time ago.
A long time ago, and it was bad. It was bad. And a lot of people that kept their money at home, they were good. Feel glad about them keeping that money under their goddamn mattress.
Okay. Mine can't fit in my mattress because it'd be going by the time I put it into. Where's your money? Oh, I spent it.
So, sorry for the RushCard girls.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of money, I think that people our age, if you already don't have one, I think that you should be looking into a 401k or a Roth IRA, because when we turn 65, there ain't going to be no Social Security. Hell, Social Security is going out the window as we speak, okay? So we need something to make sure that we fall back on. Don't be relying on your pension and all that. You need to start a 401k, or if you don't have a 401k, a Roth IRA. You can go to your bank, if you have a bank, to see how you can sign up for a Roth IRA. Your job or whatever can help you with the 401k. But please make sure you have either one of those, because I'm telling you, when you turn 65 and you go to retire and you looking for, first of all, I don't
can't even retire at 65 these days.
Okay, I don't even know how some of these senior citizens live off of $700 and $800 a month. I just don't know how they do it. But God bless them. And it's a shame, because sometimes they have to determine whether they're going to pay for food or pay some of their bills. It's really, really sad. It really, really is sad. But I'm telling y'all, when we turn 65, you're going to have to keep your fingers crossed, because Social Security is going to be a thing of the past. Mark my words.
Y'all probably thinking, oh, well, that's 35 years from now. Well, whatever your age is, you never know.
Do you know when President brought out Social Security?
This was Social Security had to be like in the 40s or 50s. Don't say Jeff.
You're actually very close.
40s or 50s.
You're very close.
Or is it 60s?
No, you're close. You're close.
The 40s.
With the 40s.
So was it? Let me check.
Franklin Roosevelt.
I thought he died. Didn't he die in office?
Yeah, but that was 45.
Okay.
I said you were close. Social Security came out back in the 1930s.
Okay.
During the Great Depression, and yeah, it was a way to help those people who were disabled, senior citizens, you know, to help them, because before then there was no such thing as Social Security. You know, you lived off what you had, and you know, if you had none, then
Look, start saving your money and start talking to your
banks and
your job, and make sure that what you get in your bank, your job can match it probably like 50% or 100%.
Yeah.
Depending on who your company is.
Yeah.
But we don't give that out at the Scorpion Show now.
No. But you're gonna start giving it out.
We don't give out no phone. But I'm going. Wait, so Lamar Odom. Shit. Now listen, I told you I don't want to talk about no sad stuff, but I'm not going to talk about it in a sad way. We all know and we all heard about what happened to Lamar Odom. You know, our prayers go out to his family, his children, and to him, hoping that he pulls through this. And something that I'm not liking, the owner of the Bunny Ranch, or whatever ranch that he was found that he's doing all kinds of interviews. And he did an interview with Wendy Williams this morning. Excuse me. And he was talking about Lamar Odom paying $75,000 to be with these girls, and he took all these herbal Viagra pills, and he wasn't doing drugs, he wasn't doing none of that stuff there, but he was drinking. It was just a whole lot. And who's to say? I don't know what it was. It could be those pills. It could have him being on drugs. I don't know what it is.
Because they said that they found cocaine in his system.
Oh, I'm sure it's a whole bunch of stuff in his system.
Listen.
And I do feel bad for him, but something you can, as an owner, I would not put my client's business out there. Because if I was your client, I'll be finding another one. Another place to go to where I can do that.
We'll file a lawsuit.
I hope he do file a lawsuit.
Well, he can't file a lawsuit. He's unconscious.
Well, maybe his family members can.
I don't know, bro.
Because that's defaming his character. Well, it's not. Well,
listen, he's putting his personal business out there. You're not supposed to be doing stuff like that. Yeah, sorry, I need you to get that out.
Sorry. This is nasty. So, yes. Go ahead.
Because, what was I going to... I was getting ready to say something about...
About telling his business defaming the character?
No, I wasn't going to say anything about that. There was something about... Shit. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
So, yeah, he been doing all of these interviews, TMZ...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Why are you even doing interviews? You know what I mean? This all happened this week. Why are you even talking to anybody? You should be keeping your mouth shut. You should be letting Lamar Odom, when he comes through, God willing, let him do all the interviews. Why are you even talking? And the only people you should be talking to is the police. You going to Wendy fucking...
Yeah, talking to him via Skype.
Talking to her via Skype. Of all people, Wendy fucking Williams. That's who you choose to talk to. You need to be keeping your mouth shut and just talking to the police when they ask you important questions. Okay? All this telling people what he was doing and what he was taking and how he was taking it and who he was with, it's nobody's business. It's no one's business. But once Lamar, God willing, he comes through, he's going to know that everybody knows his business, everybody knows what he was doing, who he was with, and how he was doing it. Because the owner of this brothel decided to come out and tell all his business.
And then he ain't really got no choice but to get clean and sober up. But I hope
he does. I hope God, if he comes out, God willing, that this be a wake-up call for him. This be a major wake-up call for him. Lamar Odom at this point is knocking on Def's door. No, he's not knocking, he's banging on Def's door, okay? And if Def's door has a screen door, he done already opened the screen door and he's banging on the front door. The main door, okay? That's what door he's knocking on, okay? And I have a feeling that there's somebody actually walking to that door to open it up for him, okay? Lamar Odom needs to get it together. Another thing, people, stop bringing Khloe Kardashian into this. She has nothing to do with this. Her and Lamar Odom are not together. They haven't been together for a few years now. She has nothing to do with this. The last time I remember, she was trying to help him in certain situations with his drug habits. If I can recall. She has nothing to do with this, okay? I'm sure Khloe is devastated, and I'm sure she's there with him and his family. So stop making it like the Kardashians are somehow, like, I hate that I'm even mentioning this because it just makes me
She's still his wife.
Yeah, but people are talking as if somehow she's the cause of his downfall. She's not the cause of his downfall. He was falling while they were together. Hell, he was cheating on her with his fake breath. Remember the episode when Kim told him his breast thing? No, she didn't tell him, she told Khloe to tell him.
I don't watch.
Oh yeah, you don't watch that. Yeah. No, it wasn't even the Kardashians. I think it was Lamar and Khloe. And Kim came and showed him his breast.
Well, look.
Because Khloe said he hadn't been to the dentist in a while. And he said his breath thing, and everybody kept saying when he like hugged him enough, they smoked his breath.
They were saying that on the show.
Yes, on the show.
That's embarrassing. You don't talk about my dad on the show.
And Kim was very sincere. You know I love him, but you know his breath thing.
Oh my God.
Well, his breath thing, his breath thing.
And they was talking like this on the show.
Yes. Did you not hear what I just said? Yes. I must see if I can pull it up. Kim Kardashian says that fake. It's not funny. It's not. Be quiet.
So look.
Stop laughing.
Master P decides that he wants to talk to TMZ because TMZ stopped him. He was saying that Kobe is fake, that Kim Kardashian, the whole Kardashian family, they all fake. Because where was y'all when Lamar was going through what he's going through? One thing is this. When somebody is going through what they want to go through, no matter what you may do to stop them from doing something, they are in control of their situation. You can tell them anything you want to tell them. You can do all the things. But when a person wants to get help, they will get the help when they are ready to. Not when you're ready for them to go get the help. And that's the truth. It don't matter who you are. That person has to want to get help. So you can do and say everything you want to say, Master P, but where were you? And you were such close friend, or you're friends with him, where were you? Just because you didn't rush to his bedside and everything, you know, is it fair for us to say that you didn't care? Or you don't care about him because you're not there? Khloe Kardashian is his wife. I don't care if she's estranged, I don't care. Bottom line, that's the wife. So she should be there. I'm sure she cared about him. She loved him. But sometimes you do have to leave people where they at. You have to.
Yeah.
And if it's meant to be, and if it truly is meant to be, they will come back. Or if they go through their situation and fix it. But I wouldn't want, if I just because I have a bad relationship with someone because I do drugs, and they stop messing with me, that they just let me die by myself. If I'm going to die, I would want you to at least be there for me. Be there praying over me and everything. And not away like, okay, well, I knew that was going to happen to him. No matter what you may thought the results would be, you don't do that to nobody. So, Master P, I just need you to just be quiet.
And shut up.
And shut up and stop speaking to people. Talking about, because if I was going through that, my wife came and her lawyer came, that wouldn't be fake. I mean, that wouldn't be real. That would be phony. You were still her husband for all of those years. You are the father of her children. She might talk like she might not like you, but deep down, I know she gotta love you if she gave you all of those kids. And it's not just for money. Y'all knew each other for a long time. I think they were high school sweethearts. Come on now, Master P, don't do that. So yeah, I'm done. Lamar, we hope that you get better, and I hope that nothing bad happens this weekend. And Jesse Jackson, shut up! Shut up! He went straight from the debates to the goddamn hospital. Now they said he was only there for 3 minutes. He times that by 10 and said he was there for 30 minutes. And that Lamar condition is improving. Shut up!
Well, who said that he was there for 3 minutes?
The doctors and stuff.
So he wasn't here for that long.
Yeah.
Because he's in.
He only came in there and he prayed and they
And
kicked
then they
him out.
left. Right. What are you doing sitting in there for that long? Get out of your family. They're not gonna let you sit in there. They don't care who you are.
I'm not even. I've never seen Jesse Jackson.
Jesse. No, he's not. No.
Oh,
Who's he
Lord.
related to, Joe? What Jackson is he related to?
He's from Chicago, and you know the Jacksons from what, Illinois? I mean, Indiana.
A distant cousin. A distant cousin.
Hey, you never know. Stevie Wonder's a distant cousin too.
Hey.
Hey.
I wonder if Stevie Wonder saw that coming.
Yeah, his wife about to get $25,000 a month in child support, which is nothing to Stevie Wonder, but I think when your kids a certain age, you don't keep making babies. And speaking of that, we're gonna get to a man that's been making babies while he got grown kids.
Would you sleep with somebody's father?
Would I sleep with somebody's father?
No. No, because I know you do that. No! I didn't say that! I'm sure you have. Because I have. But listen, I'm saying it. I didn't say no, I didn't say that. Listen, I said when you sleep with somebody blind.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I need for all of us to see what the fuck's going on. I don't need for just me to see what's going on. I need for you to be able to see what's going on too. And if you wear glasses, keep them on.
But you never know. It may be a different place where I am in life. I don't know, but I doubt it.
It may be when you become desperate. Like you might get real desperate.
Never know. Like I wonder what women seem to see we want to besides him singing and writing songs, because he's not that attractive to me. But hey, you never know. I mean, he got 5 different kids, 5 different baby moms.
Don't say too much stuff about him. He can't see, but he can hear.
Oh hell, shout out to Stevie, because he shut down Dilworth Plaza a couple months ago, and Jasmine Sullivan was there.
My pastor was there too.
For real, he ran down.
He said he ran down there. He told me that Sunday I went right down there. And his oldest son brought him a ticket to the concert.
No, it was a free concert.
No, not that concert. The concert that he had the Leah course.
Oh.
Or was it at Wells Fargo? Because you know he came back for a concert.
He's coming back. Or
Oh,
he already went. He's coming back.
Oh, maybe he's coming back, yes.
That's decent. Because I would love to go to a Stevie Wonder concert.
Me too, because he can still sing.
You know what? No, he did come back.
He already came, right?
He already came. And I think they said that he was doing too many old songs that they didn't know. I mean, too many new songs
that they didn't know. Yeah.
that they didn't know. So they really kind of enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
When you hit that certain age, when you pass your damn prime, past your peak, you got to do stuff that got you, sing them songs that got you.
Yeah, like for instance, I'm gonna be real honest with you. If I went to a Mariah Carey concert, I wouldn't want to hear no new songs. Like no new, like the last new songs I would want to hear is Emancipation of Me. Anything after that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Cause first of all, I don't know the words to none of it, so I don't want to hear none of that. I only want to hear all the way up to Emancipation of Me.
Don't
and then
forget
after
about
that,
us. Her last number 1 hit.
Wasn't that from? That was from Emancipation of Me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was from the bonus.
Yeah, I want to hear all that, and any CD that came after that, no, forget it. I don't want to hear that Target song that her and Nicki Minaj came out with. I want to hear none of that.
Bitch, that was the song.
I don't hear that. Cause then it's
Up
not,
on my face, boy.
yeah, but it's not gonna be cute because then you're gonna be expecting Nicki to come up, and you know Nicki's not coming out. Cause
Never.
Mariah's not sharing the stage with
Nobody. I don't.
At her show, at her own show.
Except for your Trailer Rans or Paying the Bell, because
Yeah.
you can stepmother.
Right.
I'm a godmother, not stepmother.
Godmother, don't. Yeah. Don't.
I won't. So, I think I probably skipped all over that topic. Mathew Knowles.
Mathew Knowles.
He went to the Breakfast Club yesterday.
It's the first time we seen Mathew Knowles in like.
I don't know. But Mathew still looks like Mathew Knowles. And something that I would say is that Mathew Knowles is a very smart man.
But that's something that we've already known.
Yes.
And we've already talked about.
But I'm just saying, I've never
like actually
heard like an interview like this long with Mathew. Because he's very strict to the point, yes, Destiny Child album out. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Miss Tina do the hair, blah. This time he talked about him being a businessman, him having a new book out. He talked about Beyonce and everything. That one thing that man can do is he can deflect a question like that and know what you're about to ask and deflect that too. And then tell you, oh, you said that because you're gonna lead into this. And you're not. Not with me. I remember one time, I think Tina Knowles was doing an interview and he was in the background telling her, oh no, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna have that one. We're not gonna talk about this on the phone.
No.
Mathew Knowles knows what he's doing. But when it comes to a person like that, he can be very, very sneaky, and you have to be careful.
Yeah, because he's a smart man.
Yeah, Mathew knows what he's doing. I'm trying to tell y'all, he knows what he's doing. He knows. He's a nose.
He's a nose. He knows.
So
that's why he got all those kids. Because he knows what he's doing.
I think I really want to bring back the school of Mathew Knowles media training because
he inspired you.
He inspired me, and a lot of people need it. I know it's been like 3 years since I've done it, but some people need to go back.
Let me ask you a question. In all honesty, and I'm not saying it to be funny, would you ever have Mathew Knowles as your manager? After seeing his interview today on the Breakfast Club, and you get a better insight of him.
If we have a great, if he works out a great percentage with me, and he works the same way he did as for Beyonce and Kelly and Michelle, and can do that for me, yes.
Minus the sneaky stuff.
Minus the sneaky stuff. And I mean, at this point, he can't fuck up with nobody.
He shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. And he also spoke of him working with Nas. I did not know that he managed Nas for a little bit, but they couldn't work out their agreement because he wanted 20% from Nas, and Nas said he should get 15%. He's like, my daughter paid me 20%, so there's no way
I'm getting 15%.
I'm getting 15% less than you, and you're not even my family. So he kept it real. Now that's one question he did not deflect. Him getting a stripper pregnant. We're not going to talk about this. Oh no, we're not going to have this conversation.
No, we're not. And how dare you ask me?
Yeah, he didn't even say that. But they had this little meter of Mathew getting. They had this meter of Mathew like blowing up and then it going back down, then blowing back up, then going back down. I enjoyed it, man. He talked about why he used Beyonce's name. Just like a lot of you motherfuckers do out there that's media. Beyonce's name will make you click on some things and see what it's about. And it sometimes has nothing to do with her. Somebody could have just said, oh, I love Beyonce. Janet Jackson says she loves Beyonce. That would be the headline.
But this is the thing. Stop and think about it. Mathew Knowles was the originator of using Beyonce's name. Yeah. He got his daughter to that point in her career that you're so big now that they don't even call you Beyonce Knowles anymore. You're now on a one-name basis. Beyonce. We don't even say Beyonce Knowles anymore. Hell, we barely even say Beyonce Carter.
I don't know nobody that said Beyonce Carter.
We say Beyonce, and that's it. And Mathew made it so that his daughter would be on that name. You can put, when it comes to great behind-the-scenes men and women, you can put Mathew Knowles up there with people like Berry Gordy and Joe Jackson. Because look what they produce. Berry Gordy, Diana Ross, and all these other famous people. Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. Mathew Knowles. Beyonce. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Very, very smart men.
And very sneaky.
Sneaky, conniving men. Very, very smart. When it comes down to business, close the door. We're going to have to talk real quick.
Yeah.
Either you're going to give me 20, or I'm not working for you. Because I'm not taking 15.
And my daughter gives me 20%.
Right, and she's my daughter. I make her give me 20%. Because she's making all this money.
But Mathew was trying to talk like he ain't going. If he's not, if his money is still not flowing like that,
he didn't let you.
Then
know.
what's up? Yeah, because what's up with these child support payments? Your son, they didn't talk about the other son. They didn't talk about the younger children.
Mathew
They
Knowles,
didn't talk about Beyonce and Solange.
Mathew Knowles is doing these interviews now because he's trying to get money for this book that he's coming out with. That's why he's doing it. because maybe the money, well, not maybe, the money ain't flowing like it used to be. I'm sure there's some checks that's still coming in, but they ain't coming in like they used to be. So now, somebody who was virtually silent for the past 2 years, now he's made his way back, and to one of the shadiest shows of all.
Yeah, but I can't picture Beyonce just letting her dad be flat broke.
No, nobody's saying that he's flat broke, but he's just not making the money that he once did. You see what I'm saying? And when you're used to making a certain amount of money and you stop making that certain amount of money, you think that you're broke. You feel me? You think that you're broke. Why? Because I'm no longer making the money that I was once making. For instance, for an average Joe, if you're getting paid every 2 weeks, you bring home a check that's what? $1,500 on your check every 2 weeks. And then you get fired and you go to a new job, and now instead of getting $1,500, you're getting $900 every 2 weeks. You're gonna think, oh, I'm broke now.
Oh, I'm broke.
Oh, I'm broke.
I know that.
You know what I mean? So yes, I'm sure Mathew knows he got money coming in, but he ain't got the money he had when he was working with his daughter.
Not at all.
Not at all. No.
Him and Charlemagne was getting into it because Mathew started telling each one of them about themselves, and he told Charlemagne he's insecure.
Oh, everybody, let me tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think that anybody with an ounce of common sense that didn't see Charlemagne being insecure, you're just as blind as Stevie Wonder. Somebody like Charlemagne, he just reeks of insecurity. And then you got to think about it. He comes from the same barn and stable that Wendy Williams came from. Another insecure woman. I mean, hello, Wendy Williams has talked about her insecurities in the past. They come from the same barn and stable. Yes, Charlemagne is so insecure. That's why he says and he does what he does, to deflect the situation from him. Just like when he was almost attacked outside the radio station a few years ago and it was caught on camera, he flipped it and made it into a big joke. You know, but you knew that he was upset about it because now it's recorded and it's on film so everybody can see. Like, come on. It wasn't a joke when he was running, but then he made it a joke when he got on the radio.
Yeah, but this, you know, and then he was like, "Well, I ain't say nothing about you and you out here making all of these kids and you cheated on your wife." I mean,
And Charlemagne went in.
Charlemagne went in for those couple seconds because you know Mathew wasn't gonna have that conversation.
No.
But he did hit the nail on your head, Charlemagne.
He did.
And for everybody else,
Right.
nobody is never gonna want to talk about the bad things in their life with nobody, especially when it's your show and then the guests come on and telling you about yourself. It's not gonna happen. I want to get this up so bad.
I want you to get it up too.
Excuse me.
How do you get it up when you swap?
Shut up. It's been sitting there like up and down, up and and then when you spot, it still sits there. Sorry, I had to get that out. So it was just a great interview. I want y'all to watch it. No, Mathew ain't talk about all the dirty secrets. So what? He spoke about him as a businessman, what he did for his daughter, and what he's searching for when it comes to that talent. Him doing media training, him doing classes, and if you want to come to his classes, it's going to cost you a good penny. But you know what? I think that is worth it when it comes for Mathew Knowles, because look what he's done for his daughter and Destiny's Child.
All three of them, yeah.
Yes.
They all have very well media
Now, he
training.
wasn't the best when it came to Kelly and Michelle, but goddammit, I don't even think he was that great when it came to Beyonce. I think it was Beyonce's name and Beyonce's star power is what led her to so much bigger and better things. But don't think that Mathew Knowles ain't have a hand in none of that behind her. He had a lot going on, but he didn't put, if he put as much time and effort into Kelly and Michelle like he did Beyonce, they all would be like three big megastars, and even though they're not megastars, I think they're happy with the lives that they live. And at least I can say that because you know conversations I had. Like I mean,
They're very successful.
yes, very
They live very well.
and keep money, and they can walk these damn. For a point. When Mikel and I were in, we went to see Michelle on Broadway. We walked the streets. She didn't need security. We walked these streets. And, you know, some people stop and say, hey, I know who you are, such and such, such and such. But Can you imagine having to have a big bodyguard around you everywhere you go? Because people stop you. You can't go to the supermarket. You can't go to the mall unless you're in a disguise. I mean, it's okay to have some fame, but I wouldn't want it to be to that point. That's why they be saying you got to be careful of how much fame you want. Because sometimes it can be bigger than what you asked for. So, hey. But Matthew, you did a great job. Charlemagne, don't let Mathew Knowles get on you like that. Managers should really study how Mathew flipped that whole fucking interview and teach their artists. This is when you talk to a person like this, or when you get into backed into a corner, that this is how you deflect it. And if you can't deflect it in the interview, just shut the fuck up and don't do no interviews. Ask Beyonce. She is quiet. She don't say nothing to nobody. You make up a rumor, she'll post a picture to call you a liar. She is quiet. She is quiet.
I like that. She'll post a picture to call you a liar and go by her business.
Yes, call a liar, she'll post a picture. And that's it. So yeah, it was a fun interview. And America's Next Top Model was canceled. Tyra, after 22 seasons, the show was canceled.
I thought it was canceled about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, we used to have Top Model Tuesdays. Yeah. And
let me tell you something. When I was in school and Top Model came on, that was the show.
Okay.
It really was. I think I was in middle school when it first came out. Wow, I'm really old. But, you know, I think it should have been done long. Because that was when people really watched it. And that's when people really wanted to be on the show. Now you hear people talk about America's Next Top Model.
You don't even... Because everybody Instagram models now.
Because everybody's a model on Instagram. I can be a model too.
Everybody.
I could be a plus size model.
Yeah, well, I seen you on the beach. Yeah. You must have... They was far away on one of them pictures, but I said, look at him in that beach with no shirt on. You better be on vacation.
Well, no, I was at every beach with no shirt on.
Are you serious?
Why would I be ashamed of my body? If you,
I ain't saying.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you go to beaches and amusement parks or public pools, and you see people who are way bigger than you and ain't got no problem with flaunting their body, why should I?
That's how I felt for a long time.
Why should I? My roommate, you know, he used to be big and he lost a lot of weight and he has like a lot of, you know, excess skin. And so he didn't feel comfortable taking off his shirt and stuff. And he was like, I wish I had your confidence. I was like, I ain't fat, I just got a stomach, that's all. I'm fat at all. I just got this stomach.
You sounded like me like 5 years ago. But that's the truth.
It's the truth.
Look how skinny the arms and the legs are.
Look at my arms. Just the stomach. I'm fat. There's no jiggle nowhere. None. The only thing that's fat is my face, my stomach, and that ass. But other than that, yeah. And no, I didn't. The pictures. I wasn't taking the pictures because of my stomach far away. Because I actually have pictures in my phone where I'm close up.
Sure
I was taking pictures far away because I wanted to get the scene of the water and the sky and everything. That's why I did it that way.
I think when I get to California, the first place I want to go is to the beach. Because I haven't been to the beach in 2.5 years. No, since... When the last time I've been to the beach?
Hey, baby, I was walking up.
Ooh!
That's my foot, baby.
Oh,
right! Hey! Woo! Hey, caught me a little bit too. Because I was going real fast. Yeah, I was walking up. Oh no. See that? Yeah, you're going to get this stomach.
What's that video?
That was at the aquarium. And Atlantis. We went to Atlantis.
Oh, we didn't go to Atlantis.
We stuck in. Ooh, because you know you can't have a pass. But that's as far as we got to the aquarium. But they told us you can't get this far.
They kicked you out. Oh no, you can't be here. Well, that ends our show. Do me a favor. Make sure y'all DVR Iyanla tonight at... Not tonight. DVR Iyanla for Saturday night. So you don't miss it at 9 o'clock. Empire, it was great. Empire was great. This week, it really was great because they slowed it the fuck down and you got into what the episode was about and it wouldn't go too far and it didn't go too far back. It just, and it was no celebrities. It was just them and it was great. Also, I had a chance to watch on Netflix. This is your homework for this weekend. I really want y'all to watch this. The first one I'm going to tell you about is the life and crimes of... What was her name? Doris Payne. The life and crimes of Doris Payne. She was a jewelry thief, And I mean, she stole jewelry for decades, and this heifer is still getting locked up for stealing, and she's in her 80s. Please watch her documentary. It's supposed to be a movie on her life with Halle Berry playing her, but things didn't fall through. She was very pretty when she was younger. I enjoyed her story. It was really good, and it's only 90 minutes. But the second movie, like this, remember I told you a couple weeks ago about Mississippi Dam? I watched it. And only thing I'm going to tell you is this. If you want to learn how to beat a cycle, watch this movie. It was great from the beginning to the end. It had a lot of sad parts, but the movie was good. Me and my nephews, we watched it up here on Tuesday night. It was really, really good. So y'all watch Mississippi Dam. Mississippi Dam, you're going to need some tissues watching that. And it's an independent film that came out 6 years ago. And I really wish that movies like that got recognized by the Academy Awards and things like that. But they never get discovered. It's so many good independent films out there. So those are the two that I think you should check out. Do you have any suggestions? And Quantico. If you have Hulu, watch Quantico, because that is good. That is real good. You want to talk about an FBI show, something that's great, you can watch Quantico. It comes on ABC. And if you like that riffraff, Love and Hip Hop is on this Monday at 8 o'clock. But y'all have a great weekend. Hope to see y'all either at the AIDS Walk or at McKell's Church. Y'all have a safe weekend, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.